It may take a minute before a lot of them come in. It's a little bit of a different group. I got some subscribers that really just like watching the chickens. Some that are big into the coins. And it'll probably be on. I'll probably have it on for about 30 minutes, kind of while we're winding down, getting everything in order. But I thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and y'all take care. Find out you lied to me. I'm really tired. I just find out you lied to me. I'm really tired. And I am live streaming, so.
Nope.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, it is pretty relaxing to just sit here and just watch them. When it starts winding down for me at night, when I'm just kind of sitting here picking up and stuff, after a stream, I'll sit here and I'll watch them. Private message YouTube.
Chat's
Hey, you here, Junior? Can you guys hear me okay? Affleck. Affleck! Okay, Junior, can you hear me all right? Okay, first of all, never, ever give out your phone number on a live stream. YouTube is nothing but trolls, or there's a lot of trolls out there. Let me reword that. I won't say nothing but trolls, but there are a lot of trolls out there, and there's a lot of people that might do malicious stuff. You never give out your personal information on YouTube. I tried telling you, buddy, don't do it. And then you're like, oh, I'll do it, and I'll just end it real quick. You never want to give it. Second, the reason they called you, what they did, it said restricted, was that they blocked their number when they called you. If you look up on YouTube how to block your phone number from calls, it's real easy to do. I can't remember if it's like *69 or *91 or what it was, but you can block calls really easy. And second, if I sat there and told you all the stuff they could do with your phone on the stream that they were watching to get your information, that might have just put ideas in their head on how to do it. You never give out your phone number to random people like that. You can take someone's phone number and you can search it on Google. You can search location history to find out where a person is if they want. It could just be a random person that called you as a joke to kind of freak you out a little bit. If you get any texts, say someone texts you a link to go on the internet, don't click on the link. You take the link, you copy it to the internet browser, and you go that way. Because if you automatically click the link, you can end up going right to a page that opens your phone up to another person. So you don't want to do that. You understand what I'm saying when I say a link? If, say, I text you a website, you don't go click on the website. You copy the website address, you put it in the browser. It takes a couple seconds longer, but it secures you. And if anybody gives you their phone number and say on YouTube and says, hey, just call me, instead of you just calling them, you block your number. You go on Google, you look up how to block your number. And emails, the reason I told you about the email thing, if you're not sure, I'm not really sure how you personal message somebody on YouTube yet, but I know it can be done because people personal message me, and then I can just piggyback on a reply on that one. However, you can set up a second email address, kind of like I have. I have T-Square Talk to Me at Gmail. That's basically an email address that has no ties to my personal information. You need to get one of them. You can call it YouTube Junior. You can call it Junior Gem Reptile and Life at gmail.com. I bet you that ain't taken yet. You may have to tweak it a little bit. There's Gmail, there's Yahoo, there's a million of them. And all it is it's a website just like YouTube. So you don't have to have your one email address that your phone provider gives you that you use for everything. You may want to look into getting an email address. So in the future, don't ever give that. But don't be paranoid yet. There was somebody on your stream, watching your stream. It said you had 2 or 3 people watching. So I knew I wasn't the only one there. That's why I kept saying don't. I didn't know if maybe you had a second device running in your house, like maybe your mom's phone, and she was watching the stream. So that's why I wasn't really 100% sure, but don't lose sleep over it yet. Chances are they're not just going to show up at your house. I mean, can they take your number and find your address? I mean, if you run my phone number is going to come up to my wife, and then you can track back either our billing address or our home address, whatever the bill goes to. In my case, I have a whole second P.O. box, so you ain't gonna find, someone can't really run my information and find much. But I used to do computer security for the military years ago, so I don't really worry a whole lot about it. But I know some of the stuff like this, you want to kind of keep, you don't want to volunteer your information out there. I mean, there's a lot of people on YouTube that will kind of troll you. But I would not worry. I would bet almost anything it was an innocent call, and then they got your phone to ring and you answered it right there on your live stream, which kind of gave them a little more information, because now I know they know that's your real number. I had my computer. You can trust me. I won't. Yeah, but let me put a second thing out there. I can trust you, yes. But if that was me that called you and you had showed that phone, that would have had my phone number on it. That's why some people are scared, even when you mail packages to people. Usually it has a return address. That's why I had to get a P.O. box. So if I start writing to people and sending stuff, I don't want people to know necessarily where I live or any of that. I don't want someone coming to my house. I don't want someone calling me if I don't know them. That sort of thing. I had my computer, so what can they do? Well, I mean, ultimately, if they gain access to your phone and they can open up all your phone files, then they can go into your personal email that you probably log into from your phone, any accounts that you have tied to your phone, banking, credit cards, that type of stuff, they can end up jumping back and seeing all that if they gain access to your phone. Another example, I don't do anything online on my phone. The reason being, if someone does gain access to my phone, they don't have access to any of my personal information because I don't use my phone. I view the phone as basically an unsecure website. So even if I go to a website that's a banking website, I won't do it from my phone. Do you follow, kind of? Well, it's not hard to do. You can Google it and learn how to do it. Or, now there are a few more things. They need more than just your phone number to do it. They would have to end up basically getting you to, they would have to gain access to your phone information by you clicking on a link or getting you to call and setting up a clone phone. So if they clone your phone, then it would make it to where when somebody calls you, they can actually listen in. Don't get paranoid. There's not that many people. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that can do it, but I'm not convinced the majority of the people know how to do all this. You have a good night, Corn Dog. Corn Dog, just to let you know, I was watching his live stream on a second account, and he had said something he probably shouldn't do. So I was just, he was getting really scared and worried. I told him I think it was just someone that just called his cell phone just to mess with him. Here's the thing. Don't click on the link. That's rule number one. If someone sends you a link, don't click on it. Yeah, it ain't that important, I'm sure, whatever it is. Second, if they send you any compressed files, that would be like photos and maybe they compressed them. Don't open them on your phone either. So if you get a compressed file and you probably don't have virus protection on your phone, don't start opening compressed files. It's real easy to put viruses in compressed files. And third, if you get a phone call and they don't say nothing, don't return the call. If you see the phone number there, they didn't say nothing, don't return the phone call. And then let them answer, and then they call you again, and then you call back again. Don't get into that. You might think that, oh, I'll just call them back, but that can be someone setting up a clone phone on you. So don't give them opportunities. Let it go. If someone calls up and they don't say anything, do not call back. Just let it go. You can write down the number and then call it from a payphone. Call it. If it keeps constantly happening, you can text them back and say, I want you to please stop calling me. If you make that statement and you text that to them and you keep getting harassing phone calls, then it can become a police issue. The police will tell you, you have to let them know. Text them and let them know you do not want them to keep calling you. Yeah, be safe. Never answer private calls either. Yeah, if you get a private call, there's no point really answering it. It's either a scam or, I mean, there's a reason people block their numbers, because they don't want you to be able to get back a hold of them. They called and burped and hung up. Okay, then all that is you gave your, if they called and burped and hung up, they're probably just messing with you. And they're probably, you know, it's just, you know, it'd be no different than someone calling you farting and hanging up. They're just playing with you. The worst case scenario probably is when they're bored, they might call you up a couple times. I mean, but I mess with sometimes I'll mess with people. I've started recording my scam calls when people call me and it's a scam. I've started recording them. Here, I'll see if I can play one right here. Actually, I can't right now because my phone's tied up. It was restricted. All restricted means is they didn't want you to see their number. So you can't call them back. Basically, they have your number, you don't have theirs. So don't get too stressed out about it. $67. Oh, that's to block it is *67. Yeah. Don't get worked up over it, dude. It's not anything major. I'll see if I can figure out how to send you a private message, and then from the private message. But if you're only doing it on your phone, if you don't have a laptop to look at your YouTube stats, then you probably can't even see it. I mean, I actually got a message from a network. They sent me an email, a private message from a place in California, wanting me to possibly become a partner with them, to where basically they would promote my hurricane videos and they would get half of all the money that comes from them. But I was in the middle of a hurricane, so I didn't get their private message, and so basically the whole deal got tanked because I didn't know what I was doing, which was bumming because they wanted videos of hurricane footage that they could turn around and sell to news companies around the world, and I would have gotten a cut of that money. So I kind of burned myself like that. Yeah, that's what I said too, Sean. It's probably just a bored kid. Some kid watching your stream, and I even told you who the name was, I think, in the stream, because there was he made a statement just before when you had said, oh, hey, T-Square's here, all right. He said, what do you mean? I'm the boss. Well, if he's saying he's the boss, then that kind of tells me that's a younger kid. Yeah, I really believe it's just going to be a phone call or two. You might get a phone call at an awkward time. I mean, maybe if you're in school or in the middle of the night. But I don't know if you silence your ringer when you go to bed. I shut my ringer off. But I know some people don't. For real, Junior, I want you to feel comfortable. Don't get all worried. You deleted the stream. You restricted the message. I think all that information's gone. And there's a good chance I'm probably going to delete this whole video anyway at the end of the night or tomorrow morning. Because once the video goes up or goes live, you've already get your views. Within a day, those views get counted, and then you can delete it, and it ain't a big deal. Some people think, oh, if you delete the video, you delete your view count too. That's not true. There's 2 view counts. There's your minutes watched in overall, and then there's your minute watched on active videos. They go by your minutes watched over the long period of time. Do you know what the channel name was? It was Gavin something. But don't call him out because it may not have been him. And then you're just going to piss off one of your subscribers. I mean, I can call him out because it's not my channel. I don't even know if the guy subscribes to me. Oh, it was Gavin. That was the last. He just said it. That was the last name on that. Sparks. Gavin Sparks. And here's the thing. Even with a private number, if something major keeps happening, major, then you can always contact the police and they can get involved. If they get involved, it doesn't matter if the number's blocked or not. They have their ways to trace it. So I would not really worry a whole lot about it. Okay, I just want to make sure that you're comfortable, Junior. Don't be losing sleep all night over it, because I've had things that have worried me, and you know, this is not a worryable major issue. But take it as a lesson learned. Don't do it again. Yeah, that's another thing. What he just said, you can always change your number if you have to. It only costs $10. I don't know how attached you are to your phone number. I have 2 phones. One of my numbers I'm pretty attached to. The other number, I'd be willing to get rid of it and wouldn't faze me in the least. I know you were really scared. That's why I told you to jump over to my live stream. I could see it in your face, dude, when I was watching you, that you were nervous. Don't be nervous. Just be smart about it. Don't, if someone sends you, like I said, a link, that type of stuff, don't click on it. If they send you compressed files, don't open it. Nah, I don't think he ain't at the point where he's being harassed. He gave his number in a live stream, and they called right there a minute later. He was trying to give me his number, thinking I would be the only one to see it, and I told him it's not going to work that way. But he's like, I'm just going to delete it real quick. You know, I mean, I'm looking out for you, Junior, because I'm an older person, and I got better things to do with my time than harass people. I mean, I could sit here and open up pennies and look for copper. Come on. But don't get too worried about it. Now, be honest. Are you worried or no? Yeah, that's kind of what I think. It was probably a one-time thing. You might even get one more next time you're live streaming. I mean, but you looked really scared when whatever was said. So if it was just a burp, it's just the kid being silly. Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. You know what? Hey, dude, you know what you do? You use it to your advantage, though. Next time, if tomorrow you're doing a live stream and he calls you, answer the phone and hit speaker right off the bat. And that way we all can hear. Then it takes a kind of an annoying thing and makes it funny. Because I'm expecting you will probably get a call from him if you do a live stream again. And it could have even been your cousin or a friend or... Okay, I'm going to get ready for bed, so I'll talk to you later, Junior. I'll probably let this keep recording for a little while, though. Hey, hit that thumbs up for me, guys, if you don't mind, please. You have a good night, too, Sean. I appreciate you hanging out. Guys, I'm going to kill this live stream. I thank y'all for watching. And you guys have a good night. I got to go put my phone on charge, so I have to kill it. Make sure y'all subscribe. Really want to try to keep growing the channel, and we'll do another one up tomorrow night. We actually have a ton hatching. You know what? I'll see if I can zip over and see who's hatching. So we got this one. He'll be with the other 3 tomorrow. And then we got another one right there that's he's been busting through that shell a little at a time, so he'll be coming out tonight sometime. And that's it. So let's just see if we get one more little better view. Some broken ones. And that's it, guys. My snakes would love them. They probably would. I knew you were joking, buddy. However, the 3 that I have in the tank, give it a few years, well, give it 8 months, and he might be able to, one of them might be able to take your snake, because the breed that person has, that he wanted me to try to hatch some of their eggs, one of the roosters killed a possum. A possum dug its way in the cage up underneath, and the next morning when he went out to check on him, he had heard him all riled up, but the next morning he had a dead possum in the cage. This breed of chicken that I'm hatching right now from these white eggs is extremely mean. They're real protective, so I have a python, I'm sure. Possibly, yeah. Any kind of, I would think any kind of a viper snake would be able to take it. A python, oh, 10 feet, oh yeah. Possums are just fast, but these chickens are just, I mean, they're mean. Like I said, they're mean. And the roosters that he has, I mean, he keeps his roosters all separate. They are well trained. Oh, you know what would be so funny? I wonder what would happen if you, like, put the phone in the tank with the snake watching a chick video. Because when a fly, let's say a little fly or a moth gets in this chick in the tank, we'll see them all peck, kind of. They'll peck at the glass, or they'll try to peck at it, trying to get it. In fact, I might even do a video where I put like them little flies that come on your phone, and see what they would do if they would like go for the phone screen. Now this one right here, this one came from a brown egg. This is a Rhode Island Red. He is known more for just laying eggs. You will get 1 or 2 eggs every day from him for like 3, 4, 5 years. Really good for egg production. Not good for eating. If you're going to try to eat it, you ain't going to get a whole lot of meat off of it. But, well, guys, I'm going to let you go. I thank y'all for checking in and watching. And you guys have a good night. I'm actually hearing it on my computer. I wish I had thought of it beforehand. But I will talk to you guys later. And you guys have a good night. Let me know if you do try that, do a video, and let me know, because I definitely would want to see that. And then you could even end up using that as a shout-out video. Because if you mention the giveaway, that would get you 5 more entries in my big giveaway video. I mean, who knows? You could end up winning a piece of gold on a video that would just be funny anyway to see what they would do, the snakes would do. But I don't know, because I don't know if they actually see the snakes. I think they just go by body heat or like, what do you call it? Like heat. That's how they see. Infrared or whatever. Oh, well, he's going to go to sleep too. So I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.